Hey guys, it's Julia here, and in this video, I am unboxing my new iPhone 15 Pro Max, which I actually pre-ordered back in September 2023, the day that they started. However, I got it a couple weeks later, which went into October, as I didn't do it the second pre-order started, but that's honestly fine. So I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max in blue titanium, and it was 256 gigs. And you guys are watching this video a couple months later because I didn't have time to edit it and all of that because I got busy with school and I couldn't get the video up. However, you guys are seeing a lot more uploads now since I'm on break. I'm trying to get all of them done, so if you might see some older footage from a lot of the videos I upload recently. Until I am done with all that old footage, then I'll make more videos. But anyways, this is the unboxing of the phone. Now you're probably wondering, whatever happened to your Google Pixel 7? Why are you not using that phone anymore? Well, actually, I was using my iPhone 12 for a month or two before I got this phone because I decided to switch over to that phone instead of my Pixel because I was having a lot of issues with my Pixel 7. My headphones were disconnecting often, and it was just having weird issues. I was also afraid of breaking it because before I switched away, I had just broken the phone recently. Well, maybe not super recent, but still some months before that I broke the phone as I was sitting in my chair and either my pillow or the chair knocked it off my other desk that's right next to my main desk, and it caused the OLED to break. And I did make a video about that, which is the Pixel 7 Reset Adventure. I used it for a bit after that. I even went on vacation and stuff, but then soon after I got back from vacation, I just decided that I wanted to switch phones because I wanted to use iPhone again. It gave me a lot less issues compared to my Pixel. And it's sad because, I did like my Pixel 6 a lot. It was a really good phone, but then when I got the 7, I just felt like it had a ton of issues compared to my Pixel 6, and I'm not even honestly sure why that is. So, it's kind of strange. It just had more issues than it ever did, which is weird. And I know that my headphones were not the issue because I used my Pixel Buds on other devices and I didn't experience that problem at all. So it was just really weird. But anyways, you guys can see in this video, I was applying the screen protector and case on the phone before doing anything because, this is a brand new phone that costed over $1,000. I didn't want to break it or anything like that, just like how I broke my Pixel 7. However, there was another time my Pixel 7 broke, which I also showed that clip, I believe, in the Pixel 7 Reset Adventure because I did record a clip on that too. But I threw it on a marble counter the first time and the OLED broke, and that one was my fault, honestly, but the second time was more of an accident, so I just had bad luck with Pixels. Even my Pixel 6 broke because I was walking outside and tripped and fell, and I was holding the phone and a marble got into the corner of the screen, and I also had to get that fixed as well. So I don't know if it's just Pixels break easily or if it's the fact that I just had bad luck because I always had a case and a screen protector on the device, and I never broke phones in the past until, the Pixel 6. But after I broke the Pixel 7 a second time, that was just the point where I was like, you know what, I kind of just want to switch back to iPhone. When I had my iPhone 11 back in 2021, it gave me no issues. It worked perfectly fine and I really enjoyed that phone. So you know what, I was like, let's, get a better phone. Yeah, you're probably wondering, what did I exactly do? So I had an iPhone 13 laying around that was given to me. I couldn't use it as it was locked to a carrier, so I decided to trade that phone into Apple, which, believe it or not, Apple actually unlocked that phone because I checked the status of it by, looking up the serial number and IMEI and stuff, and they actually unlocked it, which is funny, but anywho, I ended up trading that phone in and getting some money for it, and I also sold the iPhone 12 I was using, so I still have the Google Pixel 7 as a backup phone and kind of my secondary Android, and here you can see my iPhone 15 Pro Max and 3U tools, and you could see that it's literally a brand new phone, that some things said unknown, and it didn't know everything, which I found kind of interesting, it didn't know the production date. You can see, obviously, it passed all the tests because, it came directly from Apple, so obviously the phone is good. But you guys are probably wondering, where did I get the iPhone 12 from that I had? Well, back in February 2023, my brother decided to give me a brand new iPhone 12. However, it was actually on a carrier and stuff like that and had service. And eventually it got deactivated because he couldn't pay for it, and I still had the phone laying around and it just worked, so I just had the phone and I was, using it. I expected the phone, to get blacklisted and stuff because of non-payment. However, after looking further into it, it turns out that they actually ended up paying off the device and the phone was not blacklisted or anything, which was honestly cool. So I was able to switch to the iPhone 12 and use it safely on my carrier without any issues, and it was also unlocked, so I was able to actually use the phone, which, was nice. Now here you can see I was actually transferring the data from my iPhone 12 over to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which as of this recording, or as of this editing, I no longer have the iPhone 12 anymore, as I did sell it because I wanted to get back some of the money from getting the iPhone 15 Pro Max because it's such an expensive phone, and I honestly didn't need the iPhone 12 nor the iPhone 13 because this is honestly a good phone as it is, and I really enjoy it so far. So yeah, the reason I got this phone is because I just wanted to have a good phone that would last a while. I wanted a bigger screen because, yes, the iPhone 12 was a really good device. It honestly worked perfectly fine for what I needed it to do. However, I wanted a bigger screen because, having a bigger screen is nice. And you can see here it's actually wanting to do a software update, which obviously that's no longer the latest version of iOS, but it was at the time of the recording, which I recorded this back on October 9th, 2023. So I updated it, went through setup, transferred all the stuff, but those are the phones I had in the past. And before I actually had the iPhone 11 back in 2021, I actually had the Google Pixel 3, and I had issues even with that phone too. That one would overheat on me a lot, especially if I used the camera, so that was one issue with it, but yeah. So you guys are probably wondering, am I going to stick with iOS or am I going to go back to Android? Well, honestly, for now, I'm just going to stick with iOS. I've had no issues with iOS. It works better for me. I noticed a lot of my apps are more responsive. I don't have any lag or anything like that, and I've honestly had no issues with the phone. The only issue I had once was one of my videos corrupted one time for no reason. It just didn't record correctly, but that only happened once. It never happened again. It was probably just some freak accident or some bug in iOS, but it hasn't happened again. I always keep my phone up to date as well. Oh, you can see here it wants to reset the iPhone 12. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not resetting it yet. I did end up resetting it later, though. But the other issue I had is I was actually using the phone typing on it once and it shut off. I don't know why, but I turned it back on and it was fine. So it probably just crashed or something. It was really weird. But as far as this phone, I really enjoy it. It works extremely well. I would recommend it. I know a lot of people said that there was issues with the iPhone 15 Pro Max and how people were saying there was burn-in, but actually that was just a bug in the software. And then there was people saying that, the titanium decolors. I've not had that happen yet, and I did get Apple Care for this device, so even if something were to go wrong, I could just send it into Apple and they'll fix it. It's honestly recommended to get Apple Care if you're getting such an expensive phone because it'll end up being a lot cheaper to fix the phone in the end. But you can see here, there's some new options when setting up the phone, like this new action button that's on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. You can actually, change it to different options, which I have mine set to flashlight because I use the flashlight a lot and it's just a really handy feature and I really enjoy it. Oh yeah, and I have the emergency SOS if I want to use that too, which is cool. But honestly, I'm glad I did the transfer and I'm glad I switched phones. I finally have a phone that I'm happy with. I enjoy it. It's a great phone. Yes, I do have to use eSIM now, but that's honestly fine. And I did end up setting up my eSIM in the video. You could see it actually carried over the wrong name because since I did basically a clone from one phone to another, it, still had the name of iPhone 12. And you could see it's, wanting to set up the carrier. And I got that all activated and working. And yeah, so that's my new phone. I'm going to stick with it for the next couple years, hopefully. And, I'm really happy with it. So I'm now an iPhone user again. Like I said, I still have my Pixel. I still use it. And it's just my secondary Android. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Even though it's late, I'll have a lot more uploads from now on. So you guys will be seeing a lot. And yeah, so you can see both phones are right there. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.